who are the users of accounting transaction, accounting information, then how to record all the transaction that normally one is cash transaction, other one is non-cash transaction. We have to record in cash book, then record in journal, then we have to classify summary of all transactions, that is ledger, we have to transfer. So these are the phases of accounting, that is journalization of transaction and events. Then we have to go through the ledger posting. Then we have to prepare that trial balance, then final account or financial statement. And in last class, we have already discussed that about that conceptual framework of financial accounting. Then what are the books of account that maintained? We have already discussed in last session. Coming to a very important area, that is accounting concept. Normally, we divide into two areas. That is, one is we have to record all the business transaction, that is recording stage. Second one is we have to reporting stage. What are the concept normally we use in accounting? So when we talk about that recording stage, that is a business entity concept. Then money measurement concept. Each and every transaction must be measured through money. Objective evidence concept, historical record concept, cost concept, dual aspect concept. Every debit has equal and corresponding credit. That is dual aspect. Debit aspect is equal to credit aspect. Similarly, at the time of reporting stage, we have to use that one is going concern concept, then accounting period concept, matching concept, conservatism concept, full disclosure concept, consistency concept, materiality concept. Always examiner asks that note down 5 to 6 important concepts. So at that point of time, you choose any one, that is normally business entity concept, money measurement concept, that dual aspect concept, going concern concept, that accounting period concept. These are the 5 to 6 important concepts you may write. Okay, that is accounting concept. So you read that accounting concept. If any doubt, we will discuss. These are the concepts that we have to use while preparing the financial statement, while reporting to the management. Then coming to that is system of bookkeeping. What is that system of bookkeeping? One is double entry system. Second one is single entry system. So always we go through the double entry system. What is that double entry system? Every debit must have a corresponding credit. Just 1 minute before, what I say, that is dual aspect concept. Every debit has equal and corresponding credit. So debit aspect is equal to credit aspect. So we have to go through that double entry system that is based on the principle that is every debit must have a corresponding credit. Similarly, single entry system, only one aspect of the transaction, that is personal, is recorded and the other aspect is ignored. So as far as accounting is concerned, that we must go through that double entry system. Then what is that accounting standard? IND AS, Indian Accounting Standard. My dear students, just to remember, one committee is there, that is International Accounting Standard Committee. So on that committee, ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, is one of the member. All over the world, that all accounting association is the member of the International Accounting Standard Committee. So one of the member is ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So another two committees are there. One is ICAI. Under ICAI, there are two committees. One is standing committees. Then second one is non-standing committees. So under non-standing committee, that one is expert advisory committee, and accounting standard. Accounting standard non-standing committee Under that, Export Advisory Committee. Second one is Accounting Standard Board, ASB. Then Research Committee. Then Auditing Practices Committee. So remember, Accounting Standard Board, ASB, is responsible to issue the IND AS. Right now, that is IND AS, Indian Accounting Standard. So what are the contents of accounting standard? Contents of accounting standard. Remember, statement of concept, fundamental accounting principles, all the principles that is written in accounting standard, on which basis, on which area we have to cover, that is written in accounting standard. So then all the terms used in that accounting standard, suppose one is lease accounting. Let's take one accounting standard, that is lease accounting. So in lease accounting, all the terms used, that is described. Then how that accounting principles have been applied for formulating accounting standards, in which manner that is written. Then that is the content of accounting standard. What are the disclosure requirement? Each and every company must disclose. That is written in inside the contents of accounting standard. Then who are the enterprises, classes of enterprises to which that particular IND AS, Indian Accounting Standard, will apply, and the effective date, from which date that is applied. Similarly, that what are the procedure? We know these are the contents of accounting standard. Then what are the procedure for issuing accounting standard? That is ASB is responsible. So when we talk about that ASB, that accounting standard board, so first of all, what are the broad areas that we have to determine? That is the responsibilities, role of ASB, accounting standard board. Then what we have to do, that we have to formation of study groups in particular areas by adding the expert in that areas. Then we have to go through the dialogues process. We have to start that from government, any PSUs, industries, expert. Then what we have to do regarding that particular standard? Then what we have to do? We have to issue the exposure draft. Exposure draft. Then next we have to receive comment from various sources on exposure draft, from government people, from PSUs, from experts in that particular areas, or for industry personnel. Then what we have to do? Then we have to receive comments on exposure draft. When we receive the comments on exposure draft, then after what we have to do? We have to finalize and present final draft to that ASB. Then what we have to do? That is council issues accounting standard. When you finalize, that is ASB is responsible. So at that point of time, that council issues the accounting standard. These are the procedure for issuing, how to issue that accounting standard. As far as India is concerned, that ASB is responsible, accounting standard board. Clear? So these are the process that ASB follow to issue the Indian accounting standard, IND AS. Right now that is IND AS, IND AS. Then what are the accounting standards issued? That is IND AS, previously that is AS, that is disclosure of accounting policies, how to value the inventories, cash flow statement, net profit or loss of the period, depreciation accounting, accounting for construction contract, accounting for research and development, revenue recognition, contingents and events occurring after the balance sheet date. Each and every areas that ASB that is suitable, that is required nowadays. So ASB immediately form a committee and discuss and finalize the draft and exposure draft and issue by the council. That is issued by the council. Any areas that is need of the hour. So that is the decision of ASB, that ASB will do that, issue that accounting standard. various areas are there. So, my dear students, what we know from these accounting, these foundation of accounting, fundamentals of accounting, we have to go through the various phases. We have to go through the various phases. So when we go through that various phases of accounting, that is, one is journal, then ledger, then trial balance. Then finally we receive the output, that is by preparing the financial statement. Remember, we have to concentrate on 5 elements, that is material, labor, that is income, expenses, capital, assets, and liabilities. These are the 5 elements we have to consider. Then what we have to do? We have to go through that rules and regulation. What are the rules of debit and credit? Debit is derived from the word deber. Credit is derived from the word that is creditor. So to receive, to owe. So by considering abbreviation of debit is DR, abbreviation of credit is CR. By considering that debit aspect and credit aspect, by considering the phases of accounting, and we have to go through that, apply the rules and regulation. What are the rules? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So these are the 3 rules we have to go through. So
the debitor, receiver, credit, acceptor.
There are 3 accounts. What are the account? Personal account, real account, nominal account. So as far as these 3 accounts, 3 rules are there, golden rules of accounting. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. That relates to personal account. Then real account, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, because that real account that relates to assets. Okay, relates to asset. So what is the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out from the business. Then third one is nominal account. We know that nominal account relates to income, expenses, gain, losses. So what is the rule? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Dual aspect, debit aspect, credit aspect. Okay, accordingly we have to go through. So my dear friends, we have to consider 5 elements. We have to consider that we have to prepare through by applying various principles and concepts. We have to consider 3 rules, 3 account, that is personal account, real account, and nominal account. That is very important. You have to identify. You have to analyze the transaction. First of all, that is the basic thing. You have to analyze the business transaction, because we all of us know we have to maintain the books of account. We have to go through, prepare the final account. We know that is accounting is an information system. Accounting is a business language. But first and foremost area is you have to analyze the transaction. We know that is accounting cycle. That is starts from identification of transaction and ends with preparation of financial statement by passing, in last class we have already discussed, by passing adjustment entry, by passing closing entry, by passing reverse entries. These are the 3 entries that is very, very important, that when we prepare that financial statement at the end of the accounting year. And we all of us know that accounting year. What is that accounting year? It starts from 1st April and ends with consecutive 31st March. So, my dear friends, what is very important? Important is transaction analysis. What we know from very first class, we have discussed that we have to concentrate on your business, not others' business. Other business कौन करूची? केमती बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट लिखिची? काहे की लिखिला? काहे केते कम पैसा? Don't bother about that. Suppose question says electricity charges is 25 rupees. Don't bother about, sir, question भूल अछि, sir एबे electric bill 5000 6000 आछि, 25 टका काहे देछि? That is not matter of concern. Matter of concern is how to write that 35 rupees or 25 rupees as electricity charges. Clear? So suppose that question says that long-term loan that is 20,000. Sometimes students may face, sir, why 20,000? Only 20,000. ଏତେ କମ ଟଙ୍କା କଣ ପାଇଁ ସେ ଆଣୁଛି? So don't say like this. Don't thought about in that process. Your duty is to analyze the transaction, each and every business transaction. Another important point, always be remember that never you record all your personal transaction in the business. If business permits, then you note down in various books of account. Okay. So, and we use when owner, proprietor withdraw money or goods from the business, we use the word that is drawing. We use the word drawing. Okay. Proprietors draws from the business either money, cash, or goods from the business for his or her personal use. Clear? So first and foremost area is transaction analysis. What is that transaction analysis? We have to analyze each and every transaction. Every transaction. So what is that? So just to read, identify the various account which is coming under various elements such as capital, assets, liabilities, income, and expenses, and also note down against the each account which type of account, 1 minute. Which type of account is it? So first one says that is Gita's capital. Second one is purchase. Third one is sales. Fourth one is interest received, commission received, discount received, discount allowed, office expenses, furniture, land and building, vehicle, loan from State Bank of India, Shweta, act as debtor. So what we have to do? We have to classify. So whether that is coming under which element. So we know that is when we talk about Gita's capital, that is coming under the element that is capital. Because Gita commences business as a proprietor. That is coming under personal account. When we talk about account, so that is coming under personal account. Then coming to second one, purchase. That is expenses for the business. So when we talk about that is element is expenses, that is purchase. So that is coming under nominal account. Similarly, when we talk about sales, that is income for the business. So that is also coming under nominal account, because we know that nominal account relates to income, expenses, losses, and gains. Then fourth account, that is interest received, that is income for the business. So that is also coming under nominal account. Commission received, that is also coming under nominal account. Discount received, that is gain for the business, that is coming under nominal account. Discount allowed, that is loss, that is also coming under nominal account. Office expenses, that is coming under element expenses, that is also coming under account, that is nominal account. Then next one is furniture, that is asset for the business. We have to use that. We have to earn the revenue. So that is coming under real account. Land and building, that is assets for the business, that is coming under real account. Vehicle, that is also asset coming under real account. Loan from State Bank of India, that is liability for the business. So that is also coming under personal account. Then debtor Shweta, so that is asset for the business, because we have to receive from the Shweta. So that is coming under real account. So my dear friends, these are just examples. So there are so many individual account that is involved. We have to identify whether that is coming under which element, then which account is it. That is very important. When you analyze, you have to find out whether the transaction is cash transaction or credit transaction. Similarly, when we talk about cash in hand, that is asset for the business. That is asset for the business. Because when you say that asset, that is coming under account involved, that is real account. Then Mukesh creditor, that is liability for the business. You have to pay to Mukesh. So that is personal account. Then bad debt, that is loss toward the business. So irrecoverable amount from the debtor, that is bad debt. So that is coming under nominal account. Then depreciation, that is loss for the business, that is coming under nominal account. So office expenses, that is expenses for the business, that is also coming under nominal account. Rent, rates and taxes, that is expenses, that is coming under nominal account. Wages paid, salary paid, outstanding rent, outstanding, you have to pay that. That is not paid in the current year. That for that reason, that is outstanding. That is current year expenses, but not paid in the current year. That is outstanding. That is liability for the business. So that is coming under personal account. Prepaid electricity charges, forthcoming year electricity charges, but paid in the current year, excess paid. So our duty is to find out current year profit or loss, current year financial position. So that is forthcoming year. Suppose we are talking about 2021. So that electricity charges, prepaid electricity charges, that is for 21-22, but paid in the 2021. Clear? That is prepaid. That is asset. So real account, copyright, trademarks, these are assets. So that is coming under real account. So my dear friends, we have to analyze the transaction right now through accounting equation. So first of all, basic fundamental, in each and every transaction, debt is must. One debt. If you go through this particular transaction, we have to analyze this particular transaction. So we know that debt is must. 1st January 21, 2nd January 21, 3rd January 21. So then another point, sorry, extremely sorry. So another point, that amount is must. Monetary value, 5 lakh, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 50,000, 1,000, 10,000, 5,000, 100, 5,000. So these two basic principles you have to remember. Clear? Debt and value. In each and every transaction, these two are compulsory. If debt is not, how to write? If amount is not available, how to know that how much expenditure made, how much investment made by the proprietor? So amount, monetary value and debt is must in each and every transaction. Clear? So right now we have to analyze very basic fundamental. Never examiner asks that such type of question, that what we discussed in last. एगुड़ाक पचारिबनी कौनसी एग्जामिनर पचारंतिनी. Just your for basic concept, basic idea, मैं एटाको पिक्चराइज करिछि. Okay, so then coming to this, each and every transaction, what transactions? First you read the transaction. Okay, Tushar Swain. Tushar Swain. Am I audible?
Sir, Shweta debtor सेटा पर्सनल अकाउंट केमति सर से टिके काइंडली एक्सप्लेन.
ता गोटे पर्सन ना नहीं.
डेप्टर माने सर पर्सनल अकाउंट रे जोटा ट्रांजैक्शन होता.
डेटर, व्हाट डू मीन बाय डेटर? किए डेटर हे परबो? गोटे पर्सन individual or any corporate unit. ना नहीं
Okay.
आमे आ गोटे को बिजनेस हाउस रु किनिबा बा गोटे इंडिविजुअल तार दुकान करছে आमे ताठु भी किनि परिबा
Sir. Sir, जो advance electricity bill, how it can
debtor is the person or debtor is the party सेतले आमे कहूचे party PARTY not party mouth no PARTY debtor is the party who relates to credit sales बाकी रे जाठु किनिले
Sir, how we can justify the advance electricity dues as assets?
once again
Advance
Prepaid.
electricity dues
Prepaid.
as
Prepaid.
asset.
That is prepaid. Okay, that is prepaid. Suppose ଆପଣଙ୍କର financial year କରୁଛନ୍ତି 1st April to 31st March. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So suppose that is year is 24-25. That means 1st April 24 to 31st March.
Sir.
What is your objective? Objective is to find out true and correct profit or loss made during the particular year. Your objective is to find out true and correct financial health of the business as on particular date, that is 31st March. Suppose I will say that all the transactions that must be relates to 1st April 24 to 31st March 25. Clear? But suppose what we are talking about, that is electricity charges paid for the month of May 2025. Let's take. Is it coming under this year?
No, sir.
So तामाने हमें गोटे मास रो अधिका देई देइचे जदि हमें एटा को कंसीडर करूचे ताले कोन हबो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस ठीक आसीबो नाही फाइनेंशियल हेल्थ ठीक आसीबो नाही तो हमकु सेत लागि सारा ट्रांजैक्शन रो एडजस्टमेंट करिया पड़ियो क्लियर
Sir.
Okay. So
ना सर गोटे बिजनेस रो एक्सपेंडिचर हे गेला ना एडवांस एक्सपेंडिचर हम कर दोछन
आगुआ जेतु आपण खर्च कर दैचंती ए वर्ष आपनकर करेक्ट प्रॉफिट बाहर करबा दरकार सेत लागि हमें कोन करछे ताकू हमें डिडक्ट करूचे हैला जेतु हमर करेक्ट प्रॉफिट एई वर्ष दरकार केते प्रॉफिट ठीक रे हेची जानिबा तो सेत लागि हमें ताकू डिडक्ट करूचे आउटस्टैंडिंग अछि आपण रेंट 12 मास रो दबा कथा 12 मास रो ट्रांजैक्शन रहिया कथा लेट टेक 12000 लेखा कि 1000 टंका लेखा तो वर्ष को रेंट केते 12000 किंतु आपण देई नाहंती 2 मास रो देई नाहंती 10 मास रो देइचंती आपण 10 मास रो ही नै कि प्रॉफिट और लॉस बाहर करले आपण ठीक प्रॉफिट बाहरिबो कि बाहरिबोनी आपण आउ 2 मास रो एडजस्टमेंट अछि सो 2 मास रो आपण देई नाहंती दैट इज आउटस्टैंडिंग तो यू हैव टू ऐड and shown in the balance sheet as a liability. Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go through this transaction. Both things are achi. So Firoz Enterprises started business with cash 5 lakh, vehicle rupees 2 lakh, and land and building 1 lakh. On 2nd January, opening a bank account with SBI by depositing through cash rupees 1000. 5th January, purchase computer from Computer Mart. 7th January, issue a check that is to Computer Mart rupees 5000. Then 8th January, electricity charges rupees 100 paid through check. 10th January, that sold computer to Bursa 5000 through cash and received 4500 with full settlement. 11th January, sold computer to Lakshmi Priya rupees 7000. Same date, another transaction, rent received rupees 1000, interest received rupees 1000. So, my dear friends, when you go through the transaction, that first of all, we have to find out how many elements is involved with this particular transaction. One by one transaction you have to analyze. You have to find out how many elements that is associated with that transaction. Then second thing, that is when you analyze this transaction, you have to find out whether the transaction is cash transaction or credit transaction. Then you proceed to analyze through accounting equation. What is that accounting equation? That is capital plus liability is equal to assets. Capital plus liability is equal to assets. C plus L is equal to A. C capital, L liabilities, then A that stands for asset. So we have to analyze the transaction through accounting equation. So when we analyze first transaction, who started business? Firoz Enterprises. So by giving cash to the business, that is amount is 5 lakh. By giving vehicle to the business, that is amount is 2 lakh, and giving land and building 1 lakh. So Firoz capital, that is one account. Second account is cash account. Third account is vehicle account. Fourth account is land and building account. These are the 4 accounts involved in this particular transaction. Then coming to that 2nd January, opening a bank account with SBI. So write down that in your notebook. So in 1st January, how many account is involved? Firoz capital account, cash account, vehicle account, land and building account. 4 account is involved with this transaction. Then your duty is to write down the element, write down the account. Clear? In next class we have to discuss. So you write down 3 column tanantu. First column, Firoz capital account. First column is account involved. Then elements. Okay. Then third one is whether personal account, real account, or nominal account. So in first date, one is Firoz capital account. Second one is cash account. Third one is vehicle account. Fourth one is
kindly repeat, sir. Kindly repeat.
heading hela. Okay. It the account name, elements, account involved. 3টা heading ରହିଲା ଏବେ ବୁଝି ପାରିଲେ?
Yes, sir.
ପ୍ରଥମ heading ହେଲା account name, second ହେଲା elements, third one ହେଲା account involved. Then our duty ଏବେ 1st January ରେ ଆମେ ଯେହେତୁ date column ନାହିଁ, ପ୍ରଥମଟା ହେଲା Firoz capital account, then ତା ତଳେ ଲେଖିବେ cash account, ତା ତଳେ vehicle account, ତା ତଳେ building account. Then proceed to 2nd January. How many account is involved? One is SBI account, other one is cash account. कौन deposit कले? Cash deposit कले. Cash देले गोटे बैंक रे account खोले 50,000 बैंक account रे हमर रहिला. So one is SBI account, other one is cash account.
Sir,
जदि एठी बैंक account न थांता, SBI account, SBI ना देई न थांता, बैंक name देई न थांता, then what we have to write? That is bank account. Okay? So bank account and cash account. किंतु एठी SBI ना देइछ. State Bank of India. एठी Canada Bank देई थांता, तो Canada Bank ने आइ थांता. जदि देई थांता Indian Overseas Bank, IOB, जो बैंक रे account खोले से बैंक रे ने बजे तो देइछ बैंक ने. Okay, न देइथिले हमें बैंक account खाली लिख थांते. So in second transaction, 2 account is involved. One is SBI account, other one is cash account. Then proceed to third transaction. Purchase computer for office use through cash. Purchase computer for office use through cash. So we have to analyze each and every transaction. Whether the transaction is cash transaction or credit transaction, non-cash transaction. Remember, कौन परचेस कले? कंप्यूटर. काहे की परचेस कले? ऑफिस रे यूज करिबा. कौन देई की परचेस कले? कैश देई की परचेस कले. तो ट्रांजैक्शन इज प्योरली कैश ट्रांजैक्शन. Clear? Transaction is purely cash transaction. So when the word office use is used in the transaction, it is pura clear like office use. That means that computer is not purchased for sale purpose. Computer is purchased for office use. That is asset for the business. Particularly this computer is particularly asset for the business. So that is not purchased for sale purpose. Clear? So how many account is involved in this transaction? One is purchase account. Second one is computer account. Then third one is cash account. But remember, my dear friends, purchase is immaterial for this particular transaction. So never we use purchase because this computer is not purchased for sale purpose. जदि बिकिबा पई हमें किनि थांते ताहले हमें परचेज यूज करथांते किंतु एटा जेहेतु एसेट फॉर द बिजनेस बिकॉज़ टर्म यूज हेची दैट इज परचेज कंप्यूटर फॉर ऑफिस यूज that means that is asset for the business. We have to use that computer. We have to generate revenue for the business. So out of 3 account, 2 is material, other one is immaterial. Which one is immaterial? Purchase is immaterial. Darkar nahi, particularly a transaction price. Okay, so purchase eti nebe nahi. Kon nebe account? One is computer, second one is cash. Are you clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, then proceed to 1st
Yes, sir.
January. 1st January. Remember, पूर्व ट्रांजैक्शन और यही ट्रांजैक्शन टाकू देखंतु कोन लिखा हिची परचेज कंप्यूटर फ्रॉम कंप्यूटर मार्ट. My question, is there any information whether paid through cash, paid through check? No information. No information. But party name is given. Who is the party? Computer mart. So कौन किना हिची? कंप्यूटर किना हिची. कहा ठू किना हिची? कंप्यूटर मार्ट ठू किना हिची. केते टंका दिया हिची सेटा तो सबुथरे रहिबो सब ट्रांजैक्शन रे. But mode of payment, whether cash or check, that is not mentioned in this transaction. So transaction is purely credit transaction. Because in credit transaction, party is very important. We have to remember the party because we have to either pay or receive from that party. Here we have to pay. That is liability for the business. We have to pay to the computer mart. So we have to analyze how many account is involved. One is purchase account, second one is computer account, third one is computer mart account. But computer is immaterial because when you go through this transaction, we came to know that Firoz Enterprises deals with computer. तामाने computer से किनुचंती एवं computer बिकुच. तो Firoz Enterprises purchase the computer, trading organization, and sell the computer. So here, particularly when you analyze this transaction, we came to know that is computer is immaterial for this particular transaction. So another 2 account we have to consider. One is purchase account, second one is computer mart account. Clear? Because this transaction is credit transaction. Mode of payment, whether paid through cash, paid through check, no information is available. Clear? So 143. Only Shivanand Padhi is responding. Suchismita Dhar is sometimes responding. No one is responding. समस्त को mute करा है कि? Except 2 to 3.
No, sir.
Nice, sir. Nice, sir.
Okay,
No,
okay,
sir.
okay. If any doubt, okay.
शिवानंद भाई म्यूट का
No doubt.
नहीं
Shivanand
जने
भाई से mute କରନ୍ତୁ ସେ ମାନେ
भाई म्यूट द माइक
ବାସ୍ voice ଆସୁଛି ଟିକେ ଟିକେ problem create ହଉଛି.
okay. First to listen. ହେଲା ଆମେ ऑनलाइन मोड रे अछे.
जर्नल एंट्री सर केमती करबा
सर हमें व्यस्त हेले किछि करि परिबानी. हमें व्यस्त हेले किछि करि परिबानी. मु पूरा माने पूरा जाउछि पूरा ग्राउंड लेवल कहूछि. आपण 1 by 1 पढंतु जहा कहूछि ताकू बुझंतु बुझि जिवे जर्नल. एबे हमें एनालिसिस करूचे. हमें जेते बेले एनालिसिस न करि परिबा ट्रांजैक्शन को, whether transaction is cash transaction or credit transaction, how many account is involved, से account टा को element हेले सेटा को प्रकार account, personal account की real account की nominal account, then we apply the rules as against this account. So common student बहुत पिला थिबे. So these are the fundamentals. Okay, so we have to analyze the transaction. So when we analyze the transaction, then हमें मास्टर हे जिबा जर्नल करि परिबा, लेजर करि परिबा, ट्रायल बैलेंस करि परिबा, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट करि परिबा. Fundamental is very essential. So coming to next one, that is 7th January, issue a check to Computer Mart, rupees 5,000. So when you talk about that check, so there is no check account that relates to bank. Amar कोठी account अछि SBI. So this transaction is purely a cash transaction. Purely a cash transaction. So issue a check to Computer Mart. So how many account is involved? One is SBI account, other one is Computer Mart account. Kahaku dele? Computer Mart. कौन देले ना थ्रू चेक बैंक कमिला बैंक अकाउंट जो अच्छी पैसा हमें चेक इशू कर देले पैसा कमिला सो एसबीआई अकाउंट another account is Computer Mart. Then 8th January electricity charges ₹100 paid through check. So this transaction is also cash transaction paid through check. कौन देले electricity charges. So that SBI account, other one is electricity charges account. Then coming to 10th January, sold computer to Bursa 5,000 through cash. Sold computer to Bursa rupees 5,000 through cash. So clearly mentioned in this transaction that computer sell करा जाइची कहाकू ना Bursa को through cash. Cash receive करचे transaction is cash transaction. So how many account is involved? Sales account, computer account, Bursa account, cash account. Sales account, there is no sold account. Remember, sometimes हमें भूल करे जो sales जगह sold account लिखे sold account से हमती किसी नहीं sales account, computer account, Bursa account, fourth one is cash. Out of these 4 account, तो computer is immaterial. Computer हमारा दरकार नहीं. Business deal करची computer. पूर्ण computer को यही particular transaction नबा दरकार नहीं. Then हमें particularly कौन जान ले when you analyze this transaction is cash transaction. So Bursa is immaterial. Bursa को मन रखियो दरकार नहीं. हमें cash दे ले cash आनी ले बा cash receive कर ले. तो Bursa को मन रखियो दरकार नहीं. Bursa is not at all debtor, not at all creditor. Debtor, not creditor. So debtor. तो एटी cash देच. हमें sell करचे. तो one is sales account out of 4. One is computer is immaterial for the business. हमें consider करिबानी. Then second one is justification हमको दरकार. Second one is Bursa account. Bursa को भी हमें नबा नहीं. हमें कौन नबा ना sales account. Other one is cash account. Then same date received rupees 4,500 with full settlement. हमें कैश से सेल कले सेठी से लिखिला सेही दिन से 4,500 देला हमें केते टंगार जिंस बिकिले 5,000 केते रिसीव कले 4,500 तो 500 इज डिस्काउंट अलाउड कैश डिस्काउंट अलाउड दैट इज लॉस फॉर द बिजनेस यस और नो तो डिस्काउंट अलाउड 500 कैश रिसीव्ड 500 क्लियर सो the word received is there, that is cash transaction. Discount allowed, that is lost toward the business, that we have to consider. Okay, then proceed to next one. 11th January, sold computer to Lakshmi Priya rupees 7,000. So one is sales account, second one is computer account, third one is Lakshmi Priya account. This transaction is purely credit transaction. There is no information whether cash received or check received from Lakshmi Priya. So we have to remember the party. Who is the party? Party is Lakshmi Priya. So sales account, computer account, Lakshmi Priya account. Computer is immaterial for this transaction. हमको consider करिबानी. हमें consider कौन करिबा? Sales account, Lakshmi Priya account. Because there is no information about cash received or cash paid. This is purely a credit transaction. Then last one, rent received rupees 1,000, interest received rupees 1,000. So when you analyze, these are the two separate way. One is rent, other one is interest. But both the transactions made in the same date, that is on 11th January. And both the transaction mode is same, that is received. So one is rent account, another one is interest received. When you say received, that means cash received. So other one is cash. These three we have to consider. So, my dear friends, your duty is to analyze each and every transaction, find out particularly these 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 transactions. You find out that elements and accounts involved. Okay, don't be confused. Elements and accounts. Second and third column you have to fill up. Madam Suchismita, kondu.
Sir, rent received 1000, interest received 1000. The account involved rent, cash out कौन होगा?
Rent received account, आपण rent received account लिखि परिबे एवं interest received account लिखिबे हैला आउ लिखिबे cash. So my duty is to analyze the transaction. Format: debt, capital plus liability is equal to asset. Capital plus liability is equal to asset. So when we analyze the first transaction, how many account is involved? First one is Firoz capital account. Second one is cash account. Third one is vehicle account. Fourth one is land and building account. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
out of that, Firoz capital, that is coming under heading capital. Then cash, vehicle, land and building. These three are asset for the business. So that we have to write in asset side. So देखो capital under mu Firoz capital लिखिची. Then आउ जेतेबेले अन्य ट्रांजैक्शन हम एनालिसिस करूचे आउ किछि हेडिंग आसीबो. सो वर्तमान पाई फर्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शन पाई फिरोज कैपिटल लिखिची, कैश लिखिची, vehicle लिखिची, लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग लिखिची. यस और नो? सो केते टंका से बिजनेस को देला? 5 लाख कैश, 2 लाख vehicle, लक्ष हला लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग. दैट मींस 8 लाख. सो फिरोज कैपिटल इज हाउ मच? 8 लाख. ताको सेग्रीगेट करले in shape of cash 5 lakh, in shape of vehicle 2 lakh, in shape of land and building 1 lakh. So आपण जो SBI कंप्यूटर लक्ष्मी प्रिया देखुचंती बा कंप्यूटर मार्ट देखुचंती लायबिलिटी अंडर आछि सेटा forthcoming when we analyze the transaction से अकाउंट गुडा को हमकु जोड़िबा को पड़िबो. So proceed to 2nd January. हमें जानचे कोन SBI बैंक रे अकाउंट खोला हला. SBI account, opening a bank account with SBI by depositing 50,000. So one account is that SBI. We have to open and write down the 50,000. Then cash goes out from the business. So we have to bracket with 50,000 in cash column on 2nd January. So both are asset. One asset increased and other asset decreased. When we analyze the second transaction, so we got the information that one asset, that is SBI, increased by 50,000 and other asset, that is cash, decreased by 50,000. We have to deposit and open a bank account with SBI. Clear?
Sir, it is a double entry. 50,000, 1 lakh.
हमें तो डबल एंट्री आगे जिबा हमको बर्तमान हमें एनालिसिस करूचे ट्रांजैक्शन एनालिसिस करूचे प्रत्येक ट्रांजैक्शन को हमें ट्रांजैक्शन एनालिसिस करूचे थ्रू अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन. व्हाट इज दैट अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन? कैपिटल प्लस लायबिलिटी इज इक्वल टू एसेट. कैपिटल प्लस लायबिलिटी इज इक्वल टू एसेट. सो प्रथम दुईटा ट्रांजैक्शन को हमें जब एनालिसिस करले वी गॉट द न्यू अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन. व्हाट इज दैट न्यू अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन? फिरोज कैपिटल 8 लाख, कैश 5 लाख माइनस 50,000 4 लाख 50,000, vehicle 2 lakh थिला ताको हमें 2 lakh आनिले रेट रे लिखाई छी. Then land and building 1 lakh, SBI 50,000. हमें तो मिसे देले both side 8 lakh हे गला. तो अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन एग्रीड. कैपिटल प्लस लायबिलिटी इक्वल टू एसेट. हमें फर्स्ट क्लास रे भी कथा हितिले. सो हमको दीटा जिंस इनकम एंड एक्सपेंसेस हमें कंसीडर करबा to find out the profit earned or loss incurred. Another 3 elements, that is capital, liabilities and assets, we have to consider for find out the financial health. So that is the accounting equation. Capital plus liability is equal to asset. So when you analyze, हमें काहे की new accounting equation लिखते हो? Why we write new accounting equation? Because हमें each and every individual transaction analysis करूचे whether any mistake आमे जदि एकाथरे सबुतक ट्रांजैक्शन एनालिसिस करिकी लास्ट वी फाइंड आउट दैट अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन नॉट एग्रीड तो कौन हम प्रत्येक ट्रांजैक्शन को हमको पुणी आउ थे मूलरू देखा पड़ो फॉर दैट रीजन वी हैव टू फॉर्म ए न्यू अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन तो जहाद्वारा कि मिस्टेक टा सही दीटा ट्रांजैक्शन भीतर लिमिट हो गला आइदर और हमें कोठी भूल ले लिखि देचे बा प्लस को माइनस कर देचे दैट वी मे फाइंड आउट फॉर दैट रीजन वी go through the new accounting form a new accounting equation after 2 to 3 transactions that depends upon individual. Okay. Then proceed to third one, 3rd January, purchase computer for office use through cash. So purchase computer for office use through cash rupees 1000 कितने सस्ता रे कंप्यूटर दिया है परचेज करा है कि यदि सही कथा भाबिला सर एटा प्रिंटिंग मिस्टेक अछि सर 1000 हेइ नथिबो एटा 10000 न 15000 न लक्ष्य हेइथिबो सेमति भाबिला हम अकाउंटिंग करि परिबा नाही. ओके सो सपोज इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस 100 पेड थ्रू चेक सेमति भाबिबे नि मन आनिबे नि जे सर 100 टका सेटा क्वेश्चन भूल अछि सुजी सर भूल करछन रश्मि मैडम भूल करछन सेमति भाबिबे नि. ओके सो our duty is to go through the question and go through the accounting equation or anything else. So cash decreased by 1000 and computer column asset side देखो तो 1000 अच्छी गोटे में ऐड करिचे 1000 decrease करचे cash and another asset increased that is computer that is on date 3rd January 2021. Then proceed to 5th January, purchase computer from Computer Mart. So Computer Mart account गोटे liability under खोली चे 5th January. So तेरे purchase कले किए दबो ओनर ही दबो. So ओनर कैपिटल कमी गला 10000 10,000. Then proceed to 7th January, issue a check to Computer Mart. Bank account decreased. Bank account decreased on 7th January. Computer Mart account decreased by 5,000 and SBI decreased by 5,000. Then we form a new accounting equation. 8,000 minus 10,000 that is 7,90,000. Then Computer Mart 10,000 minus 5,000 that is 5,000. Last one, last red column, red row. Then cash 4,49,000, vehicle 2 lakh, land and building 1 lakh, SBI 45,000, computer 1,000. So when we analyze that 7,95,000 is both side agreed accounting equation, capital plus liability is equal to asset. तमें हमारा analysis ठीक है. So my dear friends, your duty is to prepare accounting equation other transaction from 8 to 11th. 8 to 11 मु 7 तारिख जाय करली आपनकर होम टास्क रहला 8 10th 11th and 11th फोटो उठे नियंतु. Any question you may ask.
सर जो मोड ऑफ पेमेंट नथिबो एटी कोन हम नगद को क्रेडिट ट्रांजैक्शन न
ना ना समिति भाबेनी मोड ऑफ पेमेंट सुनतु दीटा वर्ड मु आउट के कहि रखुची. When in a transaction the word paid or received is used. When in a transaction the word paid or received is used, that transaction is cash transaction. अपन देखंतु एठी लेखा हिची rent received, interest received, that means that is cash. जदि मु कहूची rent received through check, interest received त माने rent को मु check रे रिसीव करची, interest ता cash रे रिसीव करची. ओके एठी मु स्पेसिफाई करली rent received through check त माने बैंक मोर बढ़िला. Then rent interest received date same but mode of receipt is different. One is from bank, one is from cash. But here both rent and interest both received through cash. Okay. So when in a transaction the word paid or received is used, that means that is cash transaction. Then coming to credit transaction. When we talk about whether credit purchase or credit sales, party is important. कोठू purchase कले ताकू हमको पैसा दबाकू पड़िबो. कोठू सेल कोठी सेल कले that हम तांकू रिसीव करे पड़ो. Party is one creditor, other party is debtor. So we have to remember that. So party name is compulsory. Party name is must in that transaction. Okay. and there is no information about cash receipt or check received, cash paid or check paid. So that transaction is purely credit transaction. Sometimes party na jagare deithibo debtor, don't credit sales deithibo. So don't worry, that is debtor. Okay.
ସାର୍ ନମସ୍କାର ସାର୍।
ନମସ୍କାର କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଟ୍ରାଞ୍ଜାକ୍ସନ ଡିଟେଲ୍ସ କହିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ଫିନାନ୍ସିଆଲ ମାନେ କାରବାର ସମୟରେ ଆମେ ସାର୍ ଫାଇନାଲ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟ ତିଆରି କରିବା ବା ଫିନାନ୍ସିଆଲ ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ ଫାଇନାଲି ତିଆରି କରିବା ଆମେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ସବୁ ସମସ୍ତ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟସ ଗୁଡିକ ଯୋଉ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଟାଇପ୍ସ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟସ କହିଲେ ତ ଲେଖି ହବନି, ତାକୁ ପୁଣି ଆମେ କନଭର୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଆଇଦର ଆସେଟ୍ ଲାୟବିଲିଟି କୁ କ୍ୟାଶ କୁ। ତେଣୁ ସେ କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଆମକୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ସାର୍। ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଥମ କଥା ହେଲା ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ ମେକ୍ସ ଏ ମ୍ୟାନ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ। ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସେଇଟା ମନେ ରଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ହେଲା। ଆପଣ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଟ୍ରାଞ୍ଜାକ୍ସନ ଆନାଲିସିସ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବିଜନେସ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, you have to maintain the cash book, you have to maintain debtors book, you have to maintain creditors book, you have to maintain ledger। ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯେତେ ଟ୍ରାଞ୍ଜାକ୍ସନ ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ ବିଜନେସ୍ ରେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟିଂ ନଲେଜ ରହିବା ଦରକାର। whether ଆପଣ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟରିଂ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ, ଆପଣ ସାଇନ୍ସ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ, ଆର୍ଟ୍ସ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ, ଯାହା ବି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିମ୍ ହଉ ମିନିମମ୍ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟିଂ ନଲେଜ ରହିବା ଦରକାର। ବିଜନେସ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତ ବିଜନେସ୍ ରେ ଆପଣ ଏତିକି ବୁକ୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ କରିବେ। ସପୋଜ ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ କିଛି ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ବହୁତ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ କରନ୍ତି, ମୁଁ ଏଇଆ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କଲି, ମୋର ଏଇ ଦିନ ଏଇଆ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ ହେଇଛି, ଏଇ ଦିନ ଏଇଆ ମୁଁ ପଇସା ପାଇଲି, ଏଇଠୁ ମୋର ପଇସା ପାଇବାକୁ ଅଛି, ଓକେ, ଏଇଠି ମୋର ପଇସା ଦବାକୁ ଅଛି। ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ ରେକର୍ଡ, ରଫ୍ ରେକର୍ଡ, ପେଟି କ୍ୟାଶ। ଓକେ, ସୋ ଆମେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲି ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ କରନ୍ତି, ଛୋଟ ଛୋଟ ଡାଏରୀ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ କରନ୍ତି। ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଛି ମୋ ଅଫିସରେ କିଛି ଲୋକ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆସିଲା ପରେ ଏମିତି ଲେଖିବେ, ଆରେ କଣ ଲେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ମୁଁ ଆଜି କଣ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କଲି, କାଲି କଣ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିଥିଲି, ମନେ ପକେଇକି ଲେଖୁଛି। ସୋ ହ୍ୱାଟ ଇଜ ୟୁର ଡ୍ୟୁଟି? ସୋ ୟୁର ଡ୍ୟୁଟି ଇଜ ଟୁ as a businessman you have to maintain these books of account। କାହାଠୁ ପଇସା ପାଇବି, debtors book, creditors book, then cash book, then ledger। ତ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ଟ୍ରାଞ୍ଜାକ୍ସନ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସିଲା, if expenses cash paid ତ ଆପଣ cash book ରେ ଲେଖିଲେ, କ୍ରେଡିଟ ପରଚେଜ କଲେ କ୍ରେଡିଟ ବୁକ୍ ରେ ଲେଖିଲେ, ଯେତେବେଳେ କ୍ରେଡିଟ ସେଲ୍ସ କଲେ ସେଲ୍ସ ଡେ ବୁକ୍ ରେ ଲେଖିଲେ। ଲେଖି ସାରିଲା ପରେ all transaction must be transferred to ledger। why we maintain the ledger? To know how much to pay to the party, how much received to the party, what are the expenses made, what are the income generated in the year। So that is the main purpose। And when you find out all the ledger summary, so your duty is to prepare trial balance। match করছি না নাই, from trial balance you have to prepare financial statement। generally ଆମେ auditor को ଦେଇ ଦଉଛେ, prepare कर ଦଉଛେ, ହଁ ନା ନାହିଁ। ଆପଣଙ୍କର କ୍ୟାଶ ବୁକ୍ ଦେଖି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ନଲେଜ ଥିଲେ ଆପଣ ନିଜେ ତିଆରି କରି ଅଡିଟର ପାଖରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିବେ, ସାର୍ ଏଇଟା ଡକ୍ୟୁମେଣ୍ଟ ଖାଲି ଟିକେ ଭେରିଫାଇ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ମୋର ସାର୍ଟିଫାଇ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ। କ୍ଲିୟର?
ओके सर,
सर गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
पचारे गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
एक सर डेप्टर, व्हाट इज डेप्टर क्रेडिटर, उसमें थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन था सर।
ओके ओके, डेटर इज द पार्टी हु रिलेट्स टू क्रेडिट सेल्स। ଆପଣ ବିଜନେସ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆପଣ ଅନ୍ୟ ବିଜନେସ କଥା କେବେ ବି ଭାବିବେନି ହେଲା। ସିଏ କଣ ତାକୁ କଣ ଏତିକି ପଇସା ଦେଲା, ମୋଠୁ କଣ ଆସି ସେ ଏତିକି ପଇସା ମାଗୁଛି, କି ତା ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଏୟା ମୋ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଏୟା, ମୁଁ କାହିଁକି ଏଠି ଲେଖିବି, ତା ପାଇଁ କଣ ହବ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଫର। ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ବଦର अबाउट अदर बिजनेस ट्रांजैक्शन। यू नो द कांसेप्ट, नो द कन्वेंशन, नो द प्रिंसिपल, मेंटेन द रिकॉर्ड्स, प्रिपेयर द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट। सो डेटर इज द पार्टी हु रिलेट्स टू क्रेडिट सेल्स, क्रेडिटर इज द पार्टी हु रिलेट्स टू क्रेडिट परचेज।
मतलब सर जिससे हम लोग खरीद रहे हैं वो हमारा क्रेडिटर है, और जिसे बेच रहे हैं वो हमारा डेप्टर है।
डेटर आपन बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट पाई डेटर, यानी आपन ताकू पैसा पाइबे, यू हैव टू रिसीव। सार आसिलेनी कि नेक्स्ट क्लास
सर ठीक है,
बता दीजिए।
हेलो सर,
वन बाय वन।
सर एटा जो एक्चुअल जो देले आपण जोटा 8 10 11 जोटा करिया पे देले एटा कोन सर जो पर्टिकुलरली दीटा तीनटा को नेकी करे ना सेमती
एमती फॉर्मेट रे प्रथम रु 7 तारिख जाय लिखि देबे हैला। भूल हो ठीक हो दैट इज इमैटेरियल। सो आपण एमती लिखिबे, बुझिले जिंसटा को एनालिसिस करी मु जेमती हेडिंग लिखिची, यू जस्ट राइट डाउन दैट हेडिंग। ओके, सिमिलरली यू एनालाइज, each transaction. Form a new accounting equation after 2 to 3 transactions. Kahe ki new accounting? Why we go for new accounting equation? Because we may find out that any mistake. So we may find out in between these 3 transactions.
Yes.
मोर पूर्व ट्रांजैक्शन एक्शन मिसिची मोर जते न्यू अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन फॉर्म करछि मिसुनी हला ता माने मु जबरदस्त मिसेई ओके रूल एंड रेगुलेशन इज देयर मु एसबीआई टा को लायबिलिटी नै परिबिनी मु लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग की लायबिलिटी पकई परिबिनी बुझले कि फिरोज कैपिटल ने एसेट रे पकई परिबिनी सो वी हैव टू मेंटेन द रूल एंड रेगुलेशन अकॉर्डिंगली यू गो थ्रू प्रिपेयर न्यू अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन एंड कंप्लीट द असाइनमेंट
बोथ साइड इक्वल
ट्रांजैक्शन है उसको थोड़ा बता दीजिए
कौन सा ट्रांजैक्शन फर्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शन
5 January
5th January very good purchase computer from sir asile ki next class ro please no okay ame continue करथुबा जे पंत sir asinet जदि sir आछंती please this is my request to respond madam के भी हो okay कार क्लास अछि okay so purchase computer from Computer Mart. My question is there any information whether cash paid or check paid? Because purchase, that means cash paid or check paid. No, there is no information. No information. But party name is given. So if you go through 11th January, you compare with that 5th January and 11th January. This one is purchase computer from Computer Mart. And 11th January sold computer to Lakshmi Priya. Business deals with computer. Firoz Enterprises deals with the computer. So when you analyze 5th January, we came to know that there is no information about cash paid or check paid. When you analyze 11th January, same thing. Whether cash received or check received, there is no information. But in both the case, party name is given. In 5th January, that is Computer Mart. In 11th January, Lakshmi Priya. So in 5th January, the Computer Mart, that is creditor to the business. 11th January, Lakshmi Priya is debtor for the business. Credit sales, 11th January. 5th January, credit purchase. So how many accounts we have to open? Purchase account, Computer Mart account. Clear? The similarly in 11th, sales account, Lakshmi Priya account. Both are credit. One is credit purchase, one is credit sales. Next question.
हाँ सर इसका जो लास्ट में आपने वो 7,90,000 की है वो समझ नहीं आ रहा है वो तो 8 लाख था ना
हाँ 8 लाख था तो जब 8 लाख था यू गो थ्रू 5th January that is 10,000 in bracket then
ब्रैकेट का मीनिंग क्या है सर
bracket means that is in minus never we use the that sign minus sign for that reason we have to consider in bracket
नहीं बट ये तो आपके एसेट में ही हो जाएगा ना टोटल एसेट तो मेरा 8 लाख ही रह गया
नहीं each transaction we have to analyze through accounting equation okay so when you analyze the 5th transaction one party came that is Computer Mart that is liability for the business because we purchase credit purchase made so party is coming under liability party is not capital he or she a party is not invest as act as owner so we have to consider in liability column. You just go through Computer Mart lekha haichi. Then that is 10,000. Yes. Okay. Other one is that is you have to transaction says purchase.
Sir, next teacher is Rashmi madam coach sir.
Okay, madam namaskar.
Namaskar.
Gotte minute re mu start dauchi. Kiye sir achandi?
Again, sir.
So can you again repeat the point 8/1/2021?
8 January.
Yes, sir.
8 January. Okay. First
Yes.
complete करे 5th January. Gotte minute next sir asile ni हम next class रे discussion नल करिबा. Okay. So that
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Abhilash Satpathy.
Sir, ठीक है sir, PPT sir देई परिबे sir. Group रे sir पठे देतांतु.
Okay, we'll discuss in next class. Okay, don't worry. Hot body hobani. So next class रे मोटा discussion करिबी. Okay, don't worry. Madam, don't worry. We'll discuss once again. Sir भी पचारतिले 5th and 7th transaction we'll discuss next class. Thank you all.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Very good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
sir. Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
sir.
Morning, sir.
Very good morning.
Very good morning, sir. Very morning, sir.
Am
Aman,
I audible to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. I am sharing the PPT.
କଣ କରୁଛୁ ବାବା? ମୋବାଇଲ ଦେଖୁଛୁ, ଖାଲି ମୋବାଇଲ ଦେଖେ।
Is the PPT visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So today we'll discuss offer and acceptance. As you know that a contract comes into existence when a valid offer is accepted validly. That means two things. One is the offer and another is its acceptability. Both the offer and the acceptance should be valid. If anyone is not done perfectly or as per law, then the agreement cannot be converted into a contract, right? That means in order to create a contract, we must see that the offer and acceptance both should be valid and both should be according to the Indian Contract Act. If they either offer or the acceptance are invalid, then it cannot be converted into an agreement cannot converted into a contract. Okay. So before understanding this, we should understand what is the offer and what is acceptance. The section 2 subsection A of Indian Contract Act 1872 defines an offer when a person expresses his willingness to another person to do or to abstain from doing something and also obtain the consent of such expression. It is called an offer. You follow me? When a person expresses his willingness to another person to do or to abstain from doing something and also obtain the consent of such expression. That means here two things. That means here one person expresses his willingness to another person to do or to abstain from doing. To do something we know, but what is meant by to abstain from doing something? Abstain from doing something, that means asking him not to do something. For example, suppose you tell someone that please
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
Sir, slide is not moving. Kindly.
Please
Okay.
slide scrolling.
Okay. So definition offer is there when a person expresses his willingness to another person to do or to abstain from doing something and also obtains the consent of such expression is called an offer. Here you see there are two parties. That is one party is who is making the offer. He is called the offerer or promiser, and another person who is accepting the offer is called the offeree or promisee. Okay, the other person to whom the offer is made or who give the acceptance of this offer is called offeree or promisee. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we have already discussed the offer, the definition of the offer, but one thing we are not clear: what is meant by abstaining? Abstaining, to do something or to abstain from doing something. In the definition, there was a word you see that is to do or to abstain from doing. Abstain from doing means what? Not to do a particular thing. Suppose, for example, I am doing a garment business in, suppose, IRC village area of Bhubaneswar, and it comes to my knowledge that you are also going to do another garment business in the same locality, that is in the IRC village. So I can enter into an agreement with you that not to do garment business in particular area. That is abstaining, or that is abstain from doing something. Now you able to understand? अभी क्या एग्रीमेंट जब आप करते हो, कुछ करने के लिए भी कर सकते हो, कुछ ना करने के लिए भी आप एग्रीमेंट कर सकते हो. समझ में आ गया? When a person expresses his willingness to another person to do or to abstain from doing something. तो कुछ करने के लिए हम बोल सकते हैं, कुछ ना करने के लिए भी हम बोल सकते हैं. ओके, ये दोनों ही आपका ऑफर होगा. करना भी ऑफर हो सकता है, ना करना भी ऑफर हो सकता है. और ये ऑफर करने के बाद क्या होगा? ऑल्सो ऑब्टेन्स द कंसेंट ऑफ सच एक्सप्रेशन. ये जो एक्सप्रेशन में दिया उसका मुझे कंफर्मेशन चाहिए, कंसेंट चाहिए. ओके, एंड when a person expresses his willingness to another person to do or to abstain from doing something and also obtains the consent of such expression, then it is called an offer. तो अब ऑफर का मतलब समझ में आ गया ना? कुछ डाउट है?
और एक बार सर, और एक बार फिर से.
ओके, अभी
One
देखो.
second, sir.
Repeat again.
हाँ, for example, whenever I intend you to do something, suppose I intend you to do something or I intend you not to do something, then what? I will express my willingness before you that you should do this thing or you should not to do this thing. For that, I will also give something for you. That is called your offer. And whenever I have given this act, that means to do something or not to do something, for that I am also ready to pay something, and I must take your consent for doing something or not to do something. This is called your an offer. Okay.
Till the time we receive the consent, then is it a proposal only? Unless until we have received the
obviously,
consent.
till that it is a proposal only.
Thank you.
Okay, so a proposal when accepted becomes an offer. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll go to the next definition. So who are the parties to the offer? Are you understand? There are two parties. One is a offerer or promisor, and the other party is your offeree or promisee. Some noise is there. Please try to mute yourself so that disturbance will not be there in the class.
Two party or two types of party?
Two parties.
Okay, yes, sir.
Next is regarding the modes of making an offer. What are the modes? That means how the offer can be made. For that, few modes have been specified by under this act. One of them is your express offer. So express offer means what? It is an offer which is made by the word, spoken word, or which is made by a written document. You can also write a letter. You can talk over telephone, or you can send a message in the mobile phone. or you can give an advertisement for this. So these are all your express offer. The oral offer can be made either in person or over telephone. तो इसका मतलब क्या हो सकता है, ओरल और जो रिटन है, ये ओरल भी हो सकता है बाय वर्ड्स ऑफ स्पोकन माउथ और बाय टेलीफोन और मोबाइल फोन और any other thing. That means both the things, even written and your oral, both are coming under your express offer. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
One example of an express offer is that Mr. Iqbal types a letter to Mr. Khan asking whether he would like to buy 10 boxes of seedless dates from him for rupees 5,000. In this case, Mr. Iqbal made an offer to Mr. Khan through his written letter, right? So it is one example of your express offer.
Sir, can you please scroll the PPT?
Scroll the entire PPT.
No, sir. What you are telling now?
Okay. Now, actually, I am discussing this
Sir,
express
ଟିକେ
offer.
hello, sir, ଟିକେ
Yes.
zoom ଟିକେ କମ କରନ୍ତୁ, zoom ଟା ଟିକେ high ହେଇଯାଇଛି, zoom ଟା ଟିକେ less କରନ୍ତୁ।
अच्छा, now it is clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So express offer, you able to understand what is the express offer? Next one is your implied offer. So implied offer, this is made by the conduct, and it is made by positive acts or signs, so that the person acting or making signs mean to say or convey something. However, you don't misunderstand that if somebody will remain silent, we should not understand that the offer has been accepted or there is an offer. Okay, that means the silence does not constitute your offer or acceptance. So I'm just giving you one example. Suppose Karim saw Harry mowing his lawn. After the lawn is cleared from unwanted growth of wild plants and is properly mowed, then he asks rupees 100 from Karim. Now Karim refuses to make the payment, and as such, Harry files a case under Indian Contract Act for not fulfilling his obligation. Please decide whether the Harry win or lose this case. You understand my point? This is the case of your implied offer. Implied offer means here you see you are not directly given the offer in writing or in the words spoken by your mouth. But here what you have seen that someone is doing something for you and you have never abstained him from doing something. Understood? आप किसी को नहीं बोले करने के लिए, लेकिन आप ना मना भी नहीं किए करने के लिए। जब वो कर रहा था आपका काम आप देखे और आप उसको मना नहीं किए। इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर कि that means there is an offer. Okay, there is an offer by you. So as you have never abstained that person from doing something or doing that particular act, and that person has done something for you, then you are supposed to make the payment for that. Yes, someone is asking something. It is
Sir,
not audible. Are you clear in this example?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
please explain 1 second, sir.
Okay. So implied offer is made by the conduct. Implied offer is an offer which is made by the conduct. That means it is made by positive acts or signs, so that the person acting or making signs mean to say or convey something. इसका मतलब कोई अगर आ गया आपके घर आ गया सपोज, घर आ गया और क्या क्या आपका जो व्हीकल है आपके गैरेज में wanted to clean it, and you have never abstained him from doing that. After cleaning the your vehicle, then it is your duty to pay him. Why? Because when he come, you know that this person is coming and asking to clean your vehicle, and you have never abstained him. That means it is understood that you have allowed him to clean your vehicle. If he had cleaned the vehicle, then you should pay him his charges. यहाँ पर आप नहीं कह सकते हो कि मैंने आपको व्हीकल क्लीन करने के लिए नहीं बोला था. ओके, अब समझ में आ गया इम्प्लाइड ऑफर क्या होता है.
Okay, sir.
ओके, नाउ विल
Very
गो
nice.
नाउ ऑफर बाय असिस्टेंस. तो असिस्टेंस भी एक ऑफर हो सकता है. कैसे? An offer can also be made by a party by omission to do something, and it includes such conduct or forbearance on one's part that the other person takes it his willingness or assent. अभी क्या कैसे होता है अभी मैं बताता हूँ. सो ऑफर कैसे होता है असिस्टेंस में. असिस्टेंस का मतलब जो कि मैं बता रहा था, नॉट टू डू समथिंग. ओके, सपोज one person is selling fruits in front of your gate. Okay, one person is selling fruits in front of your gate, and you told him that you don't sell fruits in front of my gate. I will give you 1,000 rupees for that, but continuously for 3 months from today onwards, you will not sell the fruits in front of my gate. Okay, now if that person has accepted your offer and taken the money, that means you see it is a complete offer. Here what you have done, here you have abstained from doing something, because in the gate, in front of the gate it is a road, and in the road that person is supposed to sell the fruits. It is his right, he can sell anywhere, but he has entered into an agreement with you not to sell the fruits in front of your gate. That is what assistance. Okay, the assistance भी एक offer हो सकता है. And the next thing is that a specific and a general offer. ये जो offer होता है, offer कभी कभी specific हो सकता है और कभी कभी general भी हो सकता है. तो ये specific offer क्या होता है और general offer क्या हो सकता है, that we need to discuss. A definite person, that means if you are making the offer to a definite person, then this offer is called specific. ठीक है, कोई एक पर्सन को अगर कोई एक इंडिविजुअल को आप ऑफर देते हो, then it is a specific offer. But if you will give the offer to the public at large, then it will become a general offer. ठीक है
सर, ये जो दो two kinds of offer by abstinence and express offer, it appears to be similar as you have given the example.
Offer by
abstinence and express offer. In express offer, you give an offer and he is executing, he is expressing his willingness for a particular thing. In offer by abstinence, he is giving his willingness not to do something. So these two categories, I think they're similar.
They are
different
they
headed.
they are similar, but what is the difference between these two is that you see here we are making the offer either orally or written, but for not doing something, but for abstaining from doing something. Okay, so whenever we are making an offer to do something, that is generally what we understand, that is it is express offer or even implied offer also be. But whenever we are making this express offer or implied offer for not to do something, that is offer by abstinence. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And regarding specific and general offer, if the offer is made to a particular person or particular individual or a particular company or particular firm or a particular party, then it is called a specific offer. And if it is what meant for public at large, then the offer is said to be a general offer. Is that clear? And in the what happened in the specific offer, the person to that particular person to whom the offer is made is supposed to accept the offer. And in general offer, anyone from that public at large, that means to that particular group, whenever you are making the offer to any particular group, or that is what a general public, then anyone from that public can also accept the offer. So whenever we are making the specific offer, the person to whom we are making the offer is supposed to accept. But whenever we are making general offer, so anyone from the public at large can accept your offer. Okay? Is that clear?
Sir, one question.
Yes.
Implied offer means ଧର ମୁଁ ଯାଉଛି ଟ୍ରାଫିକ ରେ ମୋର ଜଣେ ଗାଡି ପୋଚିଦେଲା ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ପଇସା ଦେବି ଅସୁବିଧା କଣ ସେଠି ଇମ୍ପ୍ଲାଏଡ ଅଫର ଯଦି ମାନେ ଲ ସିଏ ମତେ କେସ୍ କରିପାରିବ ଏମିତି ଅଛି
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଯଦି ତାକୁ ଦେଲେ ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ସେଠି ପଇସା ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ସେ ପଇସା ଆକ୍ସେପ୍ଟ କରିଦଉଛି ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ତ ସେ ପଇସା ସେ ପଇସା ନେଇଯାଉଛି ତାର ଅର୍ଥ ଏଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ହେଇଗଲା ଅଫର ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆକ୍ସେପ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ବୋଥ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟେଡ ଅଫର ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆକ୍ସେପ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ହେଇଗଲା କଣ ପାଇଁ ନଟ୍ ଟୁ ଫାଇଲ ଏ ସୁଟ୍ ଏଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟ ୟୁ ଇନ୍ ଦ କୋର୍ଟ ଅଫ ଲ ତାର ଅର୍ଥ ଏଠି ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ପଇସା ଦେଲେ କଣ ପାଇଁ ପଇସା ଦେଲେ ନଟ୍ ଟୁ ଫାଇଲ ଏ ସୁଟ୍ ଏଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟ ୟୁ ଇନ୍ ଦ କୋର୍ଟ ଅଫ ଲ दैट इज फॉर abstinence ऑफर बाय abstinence समझ में आ रहा है यहाँ आपने उसको पैसा क्यों दिए पैसा दिए कि भाई आप मेरे खिलाफ केस मत करना अभी अगर वो केस करता है तो आपके पास ये प्रूफ रहा कि दैट पर्सन हैज एक्सेप्टेड मनी फ्रॉम यू फॉर दैट नॉट टू फाइल ए सूट इन द कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ okay that person loses his right to file a suit against you once he receives money from you okay
yes sir fine
this is a case of a mutual agreement
obviously but it is one offer and acceptance already made and it is a valid offer okay it is a valid offer and a valid acceptance that is why that person cannot file a suit against you in the court of law the proof is that for that purpose that person already accepted the money from you okay now we'll discuss the essential of a valid offer that means what are the characteristics or nature or features of a valid offer the first thing is that offer must create legal relations means what so whenever we are making an offer by that some what legal relations should be created if you are giving an offer to create a social relationship then it will not be not be a valid offer why you understand so social contracts which does not create legal relations will not be a valid offer for example suppose a dinner invitation extended by you to your friend is not a valid offer अभी क्या हो रहा है suppose मैं एक example दे रहा हूँ आप आपके friend को एक dinner invitation दिए ठीक है तो उसके लिए आप कोई होटल अरेंज किए बहुत कुछ पैसा खर्चा हुआ लेकिन वो फ्रेंड आपका नहीं आया अभी आप उसके अगेंस्ट कोई सूट फाइल नहीं कर सकते हो कि मैंने आपको इनविटेशन दिया और आपने एक्सेप्ट किया था लेकिन अभी नहीं आया इसीलिए मेरा ये लॉस हुआ बिकॉज इट इज नॉट व्हेनेवर यू हैव गिवन दिस ऑफर दिस इज अ सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिस इज नॉट अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट व्हिच इज मींट फॉर लीगल रिलेशनशिप यहाँ पर कुछ लीगल रिलेशनशिप नहीं बनता है okay so that when offer must lead to a contract that creates a legal relations and a legal consequences in case of its non-performance समझ में आ रहा है ना क्लियर okay second thing is that offer must be clear and not vague Offer must be clear means what? The terms of the offer or proposal should be very clear and definite, and it should be understood well. If it is if the terms of the offer is like that, no one can understand what are its implications, then it will be invalid offer. Okay, that is why the emphasis should be given whenever we are making the offer, or the terms of the offer or the proposal should be very clear and definite and well understood. Excuse me, there are certain disturbances in the class. Please unmute yourself. Everybody, it is a request to everybody that please unmute yourself whenever required. You now you mute yourself, and whenever required you unmute yourself. Again, there is noise in the class.
सर जन गुरुवार पूजा କରୁଛନ୍ତି
हाँ, गुरुवार पूजा बुझिपाରୁଛି so
ଚିତ୍ତରଞ୍ଜନ ମହାପାତ୍ର
please tell him or her to mute herself.
ଏବେ କଲେ
Okay. Okay, then we'll go to the next point. That is, the offer must be communicated to the offeree. So as I discussed that there are two types of offer. One is the general offer and another is your specific offer. If it is a specific offer, then the offer must be communicated to that particular person. Suppose X give an offer to Y, then it should be communicated to the Y. And whenever the offer is made to everybody, at that time it should be what in such mode. The mode should be such that everyone must understand and must listen what you wanted to offer them. Okay, the offer must be communicated to the offeree. That means the other party should be communicated properly regarding your offer. If you are making an offer to if it is made to a particular person, then that particular person must understand you are giving him an offer. And if you are giving the offer to the public at large or generally to all, then everybody should understand you are giving them the offer. That means it should be communicated properly. If it will be not communicated, then there is a mistake in understanding the terms of the offer, so that it cannot be a valid offer. Okay.
Sir, what is the communication medium?
Now, medium of a communication may be anything. As I told you, it may be written, it may be oral. Okay. Suppose if you are doing to a particular person, that is specific offer, then to that particular person you can write a letter. You can give a message, WhatsApp message, and you see that that person has already seen that. Otherwise, you can give him a mobile call, so that the person will so that the message has been communicated properly. So whenever you are giving any offer to a specific person, then that specific person should be communicated properly. And if it is a general offer to everybody, that means you should make the attempt that everybody should listen or should understand what you have wanted to communicate it. Okay, आप जो ऑफर दे रहे हो, तो ऑफर किसको दे रहे हो और क्या दे रहे हो, वो द इंटेंडिंग पर्सन शुड नो इट. अगर इंटेंडिंग पर्सन को ये पता नहीं होगा और आप सोचोगे कि भाई मैंने ऑफर दे दिया तो ऑफर खत्म हो गया, खत्म नहीं हुआ है. ओके, समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. और next point is that offer must be distinguished from a declaration of intention and announcement, and a second thing, an invitation to make an offer to do business. तो कभी कभी हम लोग क्या समझते हैं कि ये जो एक डिक्लेरेशन, कहीं पर आप एक डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ इंटेंशन कर दिया और कहीं पर एक इनविटेशन दे दिया टू मेक एन ऑफर, कभी कभी ये मिसअंडरस्टूड हो जाता है कि आई हैव मेड द ऑफर. सो ऑफर मस्ट बी डिस्टिंग्विश्ड फ्रॉम दैट. ये ऑफर नहीं है, इट इज अ डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ इंटेंशन और इनविटेशन टू मेक एन ऑफर. कैसे, अभी मैं बताता हूँ डिक्लेरेशन कैसे हुआ. सपोज एक एग्जाम्पल है, अभी देखो suppose Malti's father wanted her daughter to get married before his retirement on 31st March 2019. He tells Birju, his next door neighbor, that he shall give 50,000 shares of rupees 50,000 shares of rupees 100 each to his son-in-law as a gift in marriage. So Birju makes his nephew Raju marry Malti, and later he claims for the shares from the father of Malti. And the father of Malti refuses, and as such, Raju files a case against his father-in-law for non-performance of the contract. Understand the case? Here what happened, the Malti's father wanted her daughter to get married before his retirement on 31st March 2019. And he told this to the Birju, his next door neighbor, that he shall give 50,000 shares of rupees 100 each to his son-in-law as a gift in marriage. So Birju makes his nephew Raju marry Malti, and later on, Raju claims the shares from his father-in-law, and the father of Malti refuses. As such, Raju files a case against his father-in-law for non-performance of the contract. Please decide the case whether Raju will succeed in getting 50,000 shares or not.
No, sir.
Very good, but why?
But it's not a contract in between him and his father-in-law.
Very good. Because that was only that was a declaration of intention, and that is one type of announcement. Okay, but there was no contract between the Malti's father and Raju for giving him 50,000 shares, right? So Raju cannot file a suit against his father-in-law, and if he will also file a suit, then he will not be successful. Is that clear? अब समझ में आ गया? Declaration of intention and announcement ये नहीं होता, offer नहीं होता है. Another thing, an invitation to make an offer or do business. So invitation to offer and offer both are different things. In an invitation to offer, no specific party has the intention to enter into contract. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? Suppose कोई एग्जीबिशन लगा है, ठीक है? कोई एग्जीबिशन लगा है और एग्जीबिशन में क्या हो रहा है कि कोई डिस्प्ले किया है, उसका सारा जो आइटम्स है वो डिस्प्ले किया है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो आपको ऑफर दे रहा है एंड यू आर सपोज टू एक्सेप्ट इट. समझ में आ रहा ना? क्योंकि वो उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. इफ यू हैव सीन दैट प्रोडक्ट and you are interested to purchase, then you should ask him that I wanted to purchase it. Would you ready to give me for this price? If that person will agree, then there will be a valid offer and acceptance. ऐसा नहीं कि आप जाओगे कि जो उसमें जो प्राइस लिखा है वही प्राइस. भाई you are if you will force him that you are supposed to sell me. Why? Because you have given me the offer. No, that is not an offer. That is what an invitation to offer. अभी कोई कंपनी आपको सपोज है कि कैटलॉग भेज दिया, इसका मतलब कैटलॉग भेज दिया तो इसका मतलब नहीं कि he wanted to sell you or whatever the items depicted there, whatever the prices are mentioned there. अभी आप if you are asking that company to sell you the product at that price, or if the company will say no, the prices has been increased, so you cannot file a suit. Why? Because that is not an offer. That is an invitation to offer. Okay. Now you understand the difference between offer and declaration of intention and invitation to offer. These are different aspects. Don't make a mistake in understanding them as offer. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go to the next thing. That is your offer may be conditional. Offer may be conditional का मतलब क्या होता है? The offerer can put any condition. So while acceptance, but you see that while you are making the acceptance, there should not be any condition. But the person who makes the offer, he can put any condition. That is, the offer can be conditional or it can be unconditional. तो ऑफर कंडीशनल हो सकता है, अनकंडीशनल भी हो सकता है, बट द एक्सेप्टेंस should be unconditional. There should not be any condition by the what acceptor or the offering. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And another thing I already mentioned that offer can be specific or general. No need to mention because already I have discussed regarding this. And last point, that is offer may be expressed or implied. This also we have discussed. So these are all the essentials of a valid offer or features of a valid offer. So we have
Sir?
discussed. Yes.
Sir, acceptor of offer is not allowed to give any condition in that?
No, the acceptance, whenever acceptance will be made, the person who will give acceptance, he is not allowed to put any condition. Okay, and if he or she will put any condition, then I will discuss what will happen. Okay, so now we understand everything regarding offer. That means the definition of offer, the meaning of the offer, then the modes of a offer, and the essentials of a valid offer. Everything we have discussed. Are you clear?
Sir, again, you clear the offer must be clear or not?
Offer must be clear. Offer must be clear. That means what? The terms of the offer. The terms of the offer must be understandable. It should be very clear. It should not be what making any confusion or conflict. क्योंकि अगर conflicted होगा तो whenever you have accepted, you will also not understand them clearly. As a result, you cannot make the performance of the contract. It will lead to non-performance of the contract. That is why the terms of the offer should be very clear and it should not be vague. इसका मतलब ये कोई impossible act के लिए भी नहीं होगा. If I will make an offer that anyone who will give me 5 lakh rupees, I can give him the moon. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. It is impossible. So इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है कि the offer must be clear. ये जो offer जो होगा, the other party should able to understand it and it should be possible of performance. इसका मतलब जो offer में दिया जाता है वो possible हो सकता है या नहीं. अगर वो impossible act होता है, that will be vague. vague का मतलब समझते हो ना कि जिसका कुछ नहीं है. इसका मतलब you will not able to do the performance of the contract. कोई अगर बोलेगा कि आप 5 लाख दोगे तो मैं आपको मून ला के दे दूंगा. So it is impossible. Okay, able to understand?
Sir, if the offerer is not agreed in only one clause of the offer but agreed to the total one, so he or she can object it or not?
No, I don't understand your question. Please repeat again.
Sir, if the acceptor is totally agree in the offer, but the one clause he is confused about, he can object it or not in the in front of the offerer?
You see, if the other party have not understood all the terms of the contract, then there will be confusion in understanding the terms of the contract. As a result, by the confusion, if the terms of the offer has been accepted by the other party, then whenever the other party will perform the contract, the other person will do something else. So it leads to what? It leads to a mistake or misrepresentation like that. तो ये यहाँ पर वैलिड नहीं होगा. इट विल बिकम voidable. क्योंकि लास्ट में जब फाइल होगा, जब सूट फाइल होगा कि अदर पर्सन विल प्रूव हिमसेल्फ दैट द टर्म्स ऑफ द ऑफर वाज सच दैट इट वाज नॉट अंडरस्टैंडेबल. और
नहीं, मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि ऑफर को एक्सेप्ट करने से पहले अगर उसको कुछ कोई क्लॉज का कंफ्यूजन होगा तो उसको वो ऑब्जेक्टिफाई कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते?
देखो अगर उसका कुछ भी डाउट होगा तो ही कैन ऑल्सो क्लैरिफाइड फ्रॉम द ऑफरर, तो ऑफरर से अगेन वो क्लैरिफिकेशन ले सकता है। तो यहाँ पर क्या हुआ, इसका मतलब अगर आप फिर से क्लैरिफाई होगे तो ऑफर के टर्म्स में अगर फिर से कोई चेंज हो जाएगा, तो ऑफर के टर्म्स में अगर कुछ चेंज हो रहा है, इसका मतलब जो ओरिजिनल ऑफर था वो ओरिजिनल ऑफर लैप्स हो गया। ओके, दैट मीन्स a new offer has been made.
Okay, sir, but before acceptance of offer, we can have made changes any kind of term and condition if you want to wish, na sir?
हाँ, but that original offer lapses ना।
Yes sir.
मैं जो ओरिजिनल ऑफर दिया था उसको आप समझ नहीं पा रहे हो, उसका क्लियरेंस नहीं हो रहा है आपको, तो आप मुझे बताओगे भाई ये ऑफर मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा हूँ, तो आप मुझे ऑफर फिर से मुझे दे दीजिए। तो again the person whenever will make the offer, that means the original offer lapses, ओरिजिनल ऑफर लैप्स हो गया। अभी वो सेकेंड टाइम जो ऑफर दिया है दैट इज अ डिफरेंट ऑफर। ओके,
Yes sir.
okay. So now we'll discuss regarding the acceptance. Let us understand first what is the definition of this acceptance. It has been defined under section 2 subsection B as the like when the person to whom the proposal has been made signifies his assent thereto, the offer is said to be accepted. That means what? The person to whom the proposal has been made signifies his assent thereto.
Sir, slide to approve.
Okay. Got it? Section 2, subsection B of Indian Contract Act 1872 states that when a person to whom the offer is made signifies his assent thereto, an offer is said to be accepted. Okay, that means a promise has been made. Whenever there is a valid offer and acceptance, it will become a promise. Now we'll discuss the essentials of a valid acceptance. The first one is that it must be absolute and unqualified. So absolute and is acceptance may be just or implied. Acceptance is specific and just. Okay, I am discussing the third point, that is the acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है, जब आप एक्सेप्ट करोगे ऑफर को, वहां पर क्या होगा, यू कैन नॉट पुट एनी कंडीशन, जो कि बताया था अनकंडीशनल, अनक्वालिफाइड, absolute. These words are meant to say that without putting any condition, you are supposed to accept the terms of the offer. Okay. If यहाँ पर अगर कोई कंडीशन हो गया, इसका मतलब क्या होगा कि again another offer will be made. समझ में आ गया? For example, if I am asking you that I wanted to sell my bike to you for 30,000. If you will tell I am agree with you, but the thing is that instead of 30,000, I am ready to pay 22,000. तो इसमें क्या हुआ कि मेरा जो ओरिजिनल जो ऑफर हुआ था वो ओरिजिनल ऑफर लैप्स हो गया। नाउ अभी क्या हुआ, ऑफर नाउ इट इज अनदर ऑफर बाय यू। इसका मतलब अभी आप मुझे ऑफर दे दिए, मैं आपको ऑफर दिया था, वो ऑफर मेरा लैप्स हो गया, एंड अभी आप अनदर ऑफर दे दिए, उसको मैं एक्सेप्ट करूं या ना करूं ये डिपेंड करता है मेरे ऊपर। समझ में आ गया? पहले क्या, मैं ऑफर दिया था आपको, लेकिन when you told that I agree, but the thing is that I am ready to pay 22,000 instead of 30,000. तो अभी क्या हो रहा है, इसका मतलब ऑफर अभी आपने मुझको दे दिया, ये हो गया काउंटर ऑफर। लीगल टर्मिनोलॉजी में इसको बताते हैं कि काउंटर ऑफर। एक काउंटर ऑफर हो गया तो जो ओरिजिनल ऑफर लैप्स है। समझ में आ गया? अब क्या होगा, यहाँ पर पार्टी चेंज हो गया, जो ओरिजिनल ऑफर था वो हो गया ऑफर। ओके, एंड आप बन गए ऑफरर। समझ में आ गया?
यस सर।
ओके। Next, that is first point we need to discuss. That is acceptance may be expressed or implied. इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? जब acceptance हम करेंगे, it may be expressed or implied. That means it should be according to the terms of the offer. अगर offer हो गया तो आप इसको क्या कर सकते हो? Accept करोगे तो expressly आप accept कर सकते हो और implied भी हो सकता है. अभी दोनों का एग्जाम्पल मैं देता हूं. If you accept the offer, then suppose अभी क्या हो रहा है कि जो ऑफरर है, ऑफरर जो मैसेज दिया था ऑफर के लिए, A makes an offer to B and says, if you accept the offer, then reply by message. Okay. A makes an offer to B and says, if you accept the offer, then reply by message. That means here it will be considered as a valid acceptance unless A informs B that the acceptance is not as per the prescribed mode. इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? If you will give the acceptance, then you should give the acceptance only through message, not by any other means. Okay. And ये जो acceptance हो रहा है, it may be specific or general. तो it depends upon the offer. Offer specific है या general है? Offer अगर specific है, then you should accept. This acceptance may be specific. That means you are supposed to communicate to that particular person. जहां पर general acceptance भी होता है, suppose offer is the offer is meant for a group of a person. The offer is meant for a group of a person. Then यहाँ पर it should be also the acceptance will be make also general. So that means what the express or implied, specific or general, it depends upon the offer. If the offer is specific, then the acceptance will be also specific. If the offer is general, then the acceptance is general. If the offer is express, then the acceptance should be also expressed. If it will be implied, offer is implied, then the acceptance is implied. Okay, that means acceptance may be expressed or may be implied, and acceptance may be specific or may be general. No issues. But acceptance must be absolute and unqualified. That point I told. Another thing, acceptance must be given to the offerer or any person authorized by him. इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? जो पर्सन आपको ऑफर दिया है, the acceptance must be given to the offerer or any person authorized by him. इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? Suppose the offerer is not in a position to receive the communication from you, although the offer is made to you, then the offerer must authorize certain person, and it is your duty that whenever you are giving the acceptance, this acceptance must be given through that authorized person. You can directly you can directly accept the offer, or you can directly give your acceptance to the offerer, or you can give your acceptance through a person who is authorized by the offerer. Okay. And the next point is the acceptance must be communicated to the offerer only. इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि जैसे भी हो, by authorized person हो या directly हो, but the acceptance must be communicated to the offerer only. Okay, if the offerer has not been communicated, then the acceptance is not complete. The acceptance is incomplete. And another thing is that mental acceptance or uncommunicated acceptance does not result in a contract. जैसे कि एक एग्जाम्पल पहले से भी मैं आपको दिया था. Suppose if you have given your mental acceptance so that another person never understood it, or if you have given the acceptance but it has not communicated to the offerer, then it does not result in a contract. Why? Because other party is not understand your acceptance. So if that means there is no acceptance, if there is no acceptance, then there is no proposal. If no proposal, that means there is no promise. If there is no promise, no agreement, and finally there is no contract. Okay, so these two things you understand: mental acceptance or uncommunicated acceptance does not result in a contract. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another thing is acceptance cannot be implied from silence. Acceptance cannot be implied from silence. Silence का मतलब क्या हो रहा है कि अगर आप साइलेंट रह गए तो इसका मतलब नहीं है कि आप एक्सेप्टेंस दे दिए. सपोज X asked Y, are you interested to marry me? Suppose Y remains silent. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि वो राजी हो गया मैरी के लिए. Okay, so acceptance cannot be implied from the silence. Silence से पता नहीं चलता कि ये acceptance हो गया है या नहीं हुआ. Let us understand what are the modes of acceptance. Modes of acceptance में क्या होता है? First, acceptance must be given within the specified time or reasonable time. इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? जो ऑफर आपको दिया गया है उसका जो एक्सेप्टेंस आप दोगे तो कब दोगे? तो ये टाइम अगर मेंशन हुआ है बाय द ऑफरर, that means if the offerer has given any stipulated time within which the acceptance must be given, then the acceptance must be given within that stipulated time. And if no time has been suggested or given in the terms of the offer, then it should be reasonable time. समझ में आ गया? Suppose A given A ask B, are you interested to marry me? तो एक मैरिज का जो एक्सेप्टेंस होगा, मैरिज प्रपोजल का जो एक्सेप्टेंस होगा वो क्या 20 इयर्स के बाद होगा? अगर 20 साल के बाद वो बोलेगा कि आपने जो 20 साल पहले मुझे ऑफर दिए थे मैं उसको अभी एक्सेप्ट करूंगा. तो अभी एक्सेप्ट करने से whether that first party is in a position to marry or not, that is immaterial. At that time, that means at that time it depends upon the offerer whether it will be. That is why the offer, the acceptance should be within a reasonable time. जहां पर टाइम कुछ स्पेसिफाई नहीं हुआ. अगर वो बता दे रहा है कि आप मुझे शादी करोगे या नहीं, मुझे 3 दिन के अंदर बताओ, तो ये 3 दिन होता है वहां पर टाइम लिमिट. ये 3 दिन टाइम के अंदर एक्सेप्टेंस होना चाहिए और उसके बाद होगा तो ये एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं है. But wherever no time has been mentioned, so it should be within a reasonable time. तो reasonable time क्या होगा? That depends upon the situation. किस टाइप का ऑफर के लिए reasonable time क्या होगा? It depends upon the also court to understand what is the situation and what should be the reasonable time for that. Okay? ये टर्म खत्म हो गया. Second, acceptance should always succeed the offer. इसका मतलब क्या होगा? ऑफर पहले होगा उसके बाद एक्सेप्टेंस होगा. तो पहले एक्सेप्टेंस उसके बाद ऑफर नहीं होता है. Acceptance, next point, acceptance must be given before the lapse of the offer or before it is revoked. So acceptance must be given before the lapse of the offer or before it's revoked. That means what? Either ये ऑफर lapse हो जाता है, उसका टाइम पीरियड खत्म होता है, or before it is revoked. Revoked का मतलब the offerer has revoked his own offer. अभी suppose X wanted Y. X wanted or X offered Y for marrying, and he has given the proposal. So he had given 3 days time. Within 3 days time, now the offer lapses. यहाँ पर offer lapse हो गया. तो जो एक्सेप्टेंस होना चाहिए विद इन दैट, अगर 3 दिन के अंदर अगर एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं दिया तो क्या हुआ? द ऑफर लैप्सेस. और 3 दिन से पहले अगर 2 दिन, जब 2 दिन हुआ, ऑफरर फिर से आकर बोला कि अभी आई हैव मेड माय माइंड that I don't want to marry you, so that means he has revoked it. वो जो ऑफर
सर
किया
ये एक्सेप्टेंस को जो अगर वो जो भी ऐसे 3 दिन बचा है ना सर, तो वो
हाँ
एक्सटेंशन के लिए रिक्वेस्ट दे सकता है ना कि अभी हमको 3 दिन का और एक्सटेंशन दीजिए सो दैट वी कैन हैव डिसाइड ऐसा
हाँ
करके।
हाँ अभी देखो ये अगर 3 दिन के लिए दे रहा है उसको रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा है मोर देन 3 days टाइमिंग के लिए, अभी इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि ओरिजिनल ऑफर जो होता है वो लैप्स हो जाता है। ठीक है, ओरिजिनल ऑफर जो है वो लैप्स हो गया। अब ये डिपेंड करता है अदर पार्टी के ऊपर वेदर ही इज रेडी टू गिव 3 days टाइमिंग और नॉट। अभी दूसरा पार्टी हो गया ऑफरर, दूसरा पार्टी हो गया ऑफरर और वो ऑफर दे रहा है। अब इसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, वो जो ओरिजिनल ऑफरर था उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है वेदर ही विल एक्सेप्ट इट और नॉट। इसका मतलब ओरिजिनल ऑफर खत्म हो गया, ओरिजिनल ऑफर और नहीं रहा, काउंटर ऑफर हो गया। ऑफर के ऊपर और एक ऑफर अगर हो जाता है तो काउंटर ऑफर हो जाता है, तो ओरिजिनल ऑफर यहाँ पर लैप्स हो जाता है। समझ में आ गया? और इसमें लिखा क्या है कि बिफोर इट इज रिवोक्ड, इसका मतलब क्या होता है, द ओरिजिनल ऑफर कैन बी रिवोक्ड एट एनी टाइम बिफोर इट एक्सेप्टेंस। इसका मतलब एक्सेप्टेंस से पहले अगर ऑफरर ओरिजिनल ऑफर जो दिया था ऑफरर कैन ऑल्सो रिवोक हिज ऑफर। रिवोक हिज ऑफर का मतलब ब्रेक कर सकता है, वो बोलेगा कि मैं जो ऑफर दिया था उसको मैं ले रहा हूं, रिवोक्ड। तो ये जो एक्सेप्ट, इसका मतलब यहाँ पर जो पॉइंट है ये बोल रहा है कि अगर आप एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए तो करोगे कब कि ऑफर का लैप्स बिफोर द लैप्सेशन ऑफ द ऑफर एंड बिफोर इट इज रिवोक। ऑफर अगर लैप्स हो रहा है और रिवोक हो रहा है तो उससे पहले आपको एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए, क्योंकि एक बार ऑफर लैप्स होने के बाद आप उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाओगे कि एक बार ऑफर रिवोक होने के बाद आप उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाओगे। तो कब एक्सेप्ट करोगे? बिफोर द ऑफर लैप्सेस और बिफोर द ऑफर इज रिवोक्ड। इज दैट अंडरस्टूड?
हेलो सर। सर अगर
यस।
बिफोर में भी हम एक्सेप्ट कर दिए, बाद में हम इसको इनकार भी कर दे तो वो एक्सेप्टेंस में गिना जाएगा कि नहीं?
बाद में क्या करोगे?
उसको डिस्कार्ड कर लेंगे, एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे।
अभी देखो, बाद में अगर उसको डिस्कार्ड करोगे तो ये हो गया आपका ब्रेच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। ब्रेच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का मतलब आप ऑफर एंड एक्सेप्टेंस कंप्लीट हो गया, आप जब उसको दे दिए, कंसेंट दे दिए तो ऑफर एंड एक्सेप्टेंस हो गया, तो ये एक वैलिड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो गया। अब अगर आप मना कर रहे हो करने के लिए तो ये क्या होगा, ये ब्रेच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होगा। ब्रेच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के लिए क्या होगा, द अदर पार्टी कैन फाइल ए सूट अगेंस्ट यू इन द कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ। तो यहाँ पर क्या होगा, कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ में जो आपको डिसीजन मिलेगा यू आर सपोज टू एक्सेप्ट दैट। ओके, so I think I have discussed all the points.
सर ये एक्सेप्टेंस वाला कौन सा एक्ट में आता है सर? इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट का 1942।
ये इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट 1872 एक ही कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट है।
और ये एक्सेप्टेंस वाला का सर वो कौन सा क्लॉज में है? 2A 2B ना क्या बोल रहे थे?
हाँ, ये क्लॉज 2B में आता है।
और ये सर जो हमारा कम्युनिकेशन वाला पार्ट ये सेक्शन 4 में फिर आएगा।
हाँ हाँ
ठीक, ओके
ओके।
सर एक चीज, हाँ एक चीज बोलना था सर कि ये जितना भी आप पढ़ाए सर अभी, तो ये
हाँ
एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन के पर्सपेक्टिव में किस एंगल से आएगा उसको थोड़ा सा पहले डिस्क्राइब कर दीजिए मतलब।
हाँ, अभी देखो क्या क्वेश्चन आ सकता है। अभी एक आ सकता है क्वेश्चन, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ऑफर एंड व्हाट आर द एसेंशियल्स ऑफ अ वैलिड ऑफर एंड व्हाट आर द वेरियस मोड्स ऑफ ऑफर, राइट? ये एक क्वेश्चन है। और एक क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, व्हाट इज ए वैलिड एक्सेप्टेंस एंड व्हाट आर द modes of acceptance and what are the essential elements of acceptance. ओके, ये भी एक क्वेश्चन हो सकता है। कुल मिलाकर 2 क्वेश्चन है, एक क्वेश्चन जो पहला वाला जो क्वेश्चन बता दिया था और ये सेकंड क्वेश्चन है। तो ऑफर एंड एक्सेप्टेंस अभी बाकी हमारा रहा लैप्स और रिवोकेशन ऑफ ऑफर एंड लैप्स और रिवोकेशन ऑफ एक्सेप्टेंस। ये दोनों टर्म हमारे बाकी रहा, नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिस्कशन कर देंगे। due to the insufficiency of a time. Okay, and communication of offer and acceptance is also there. That will be under section 4, which we will discuss in the next class. I think actually today I have made all these to finish.
सर वो एग्जाम में इसका एक्ट और वो सब जो सेक्शन सब सेक्शंस ये सब लिखना कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है सर?
हाँ, अभी मैं बताता हूँ. देखो क्या होगा. 100% if you are sure that this is the correct section and the correct act, then only mention. Otherwise don't mention it. क्योंकि अगर आप mention कर रहे हो और wrong section and wrong act लिख रहे हो तो ये एक criminal liability है. ठीक है, ये it is illegal. आप अगर आपको पता नहीं है exactly, so don't write any sections and what act. If you 100% thorough that this is a particular section and a particular act, then only you write. And one thing that if you are writing the sections and acts, then it is very impressive, very, very impressive. Okay. Okay, so we think to wrap up the class. If anyone having any more doubts, then please ask. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the class because I have also some other assignments.
Fine, sir.
Okay. After the conclusion of the class, I will send the PPT to those. In the last day, some few students they have requested to send the PPT in the WhatsApp. I have already sent, and today also I will send them in the WhatsApp. And anyone who can want, then please share it in the group. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Any doubt? Any issue?
Sir, after breaching the contract, if there is any माने contractor कोनोसी प्रकार consequence नहीं कि breach करला परे कोनोसी penalty या फिर any सब kind of consequence face करियार अच्छी जेमति किछि breach रे contractor लिखा है नहीं तो से condition रे कौन है परिवो?
ଶୁଣ actually ସବୁ ଜାଗାରେ mention ହେଇ ନ ଥାଏ ଯେ contract breach of a contract ରେ କଣ consequence ହବ. And that is why people they are going to the legal forum. They are filing a suit so that if you wanted to know the consequence, that will read under performance of the contract. Whenever this performance of the contract part will come, at that time I will discuss what are the consequences of a breach of contract. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So thank you so much for being in the class and for your cooperation. Thank you so much. Now I am concluding the class. You don't have any other. If you don't have any other class now.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So I am ending the class. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.